Hey everybody, DeLongShot Signatures here. This is episode 26 of my 2025 TTM returns. I could have swore that I made a video last week to get last week's returns shared, but I did not do that. And so instead, I will be doing 2 weeks worth of successes, which brings us to 25 through the mail successes that have come back in. I'll do my best to go through these as quickly as possible, but there are so many good ones that came in. So first one is a hockey return. This is a 1-of-1 success coming back in 84 days from former NHL goaltender Tommy Salo. Was a pretty good goaltender back in his day. Around this era with the Islanders, I think. 2 All-Star Game appearances. So some pretty solid stats from him. Then we got a football return, 1-of-1 success in 62 days from former linebacker David Wyman to get this 92 Upper Deck card for the set signed. I looked up how to pronounce her name, but I'm probably going to mispronounce it, so apologies there. Took a gamble when sending out this NWSL card. She is no longer an active player. Unfortunately, had to retire due to injury issues. But she signed 2 of 2 in 25 days. This is former NWSL player Sinead Farrelly. She played a number of years in the NWSL and then retired. Went through some pretty bad stuff during some dark times in NWSL's history. And then she came back, played for a season, won a championship, and then unfortunately got injured the next season. And then she was dealing with post-concussion syndrome, so she has since retired full-time. But she was a fantastic signer when she was a player. So I looked up to see if she still lived in the United States. She does. So I sent to her home and got those back signed. Then we have a 1-of-2 success from a former NFL player who got this back in 35 days. Former cornerback Terry Schmidt. Printed off 2 4x6s of some trading cards. He only signed 1. Not sure why. Seems to be a pretty good signer, but I'll take it. This one was interesting to get back. Usually whenever I write to coaches, if they get fired, I don't see that return come back, so I have to wait for them to take on a new job. This one was a different one. Got back 2 of 2 in 310 days from former NHL defenseman and former NHL head coach Drew Bannister. Sent this at but I think during the off season. He was named the interim coach, and then they removed the interim tag as he was the coach of the St. Louis Blues. And then very quickly, they let him go at the beginning of this year because they underperformed, and Jim Montgomery was available on the market, and they immediately replaced him. So as soon as I saw that happened, I'm like, well, those are never coming back. I'll have to try again if he gets another job in the NHL, and turns out I don't have to. Up next is probably the biggest hockey success I have ever gotten. Saw someone else try out this address, and it's honestly kind of shocking more people haven't. Don't know if he does multiples, so I only sent 1. But we got back Hockey Hall of Famer and legendary defenseman, 1-of-1 in 84 days, Ray Bourque. And this looks to be a legitimate signature. It looks pretty good for all the comparables that I could find. But 5-time Norris Trophy, 19-time All-Star, 19 All-Star Game appearances. And after 22 years, Raymond Bourque was finally a Stanley Cup champion. This guy, I think, played like 1,600 games, so had 22-year career. Excellent, scorer, excellent defenseman, and just probably one of the most accomplished guys there is in the history of the NHL. So astounded that came back. Hopefully he continues signing because I obviously have a lot more cards for him. We'll see. I've only seen a couple other successes from him, so not sure what the his workload is on that, but ecstatic to get that one back. Then we've got a former NFL tight end. I believe he's in the College Football Hall of Fame, who signed 2 of 2 in 43 days. Former Notre Dame and San Francisco 49er tight end Ken McAfee. Was a first-round pick for the 49ers. I believe he won a national championship and a member of the College Football Hall of Fame. We have a college baseball coach who signed 2 of 2 in 54 days. This is coming back, I believe, from Columbia coach Brett Boretti, who's been coaching there for roughly 20 years, give or take. Then we got a whole bunch of teammates back all at once, but each signature does look like it's written with different markers and different hands, so that's good. Good to see. Probably just they all put it in the outgoing and they all got sent back at once. That's what I'm hoping. But we'll go through these quickly. First one is a 2 of 2 success in 24 days from Racing Louisville FC goalkeeper Katie Lund. Surprised I haven't sent to her before. Then we got 2 of 2 in 26 days from teammate Emma Sears on her Parkside rookie cards. Got a foil one there. This is a player I've gotten from before. She signed 2 of 2 also in 26 days. Savannah DeMello. And then on some photos, we got 2 of 2 back in 54 days from Ari Borges. So that was a bunch of cool successes to see all at once. The next day, we got another NWSL return. She signed 1 of 1 in 28 days and included a note. Kansas City current defender Izzy Rodriguez. She also wrote, "Thanks for your note and support. Here you go." Didn't sign it, but it's still cool of her to do that nonetheless. Then we got a very, very well-accomplished athlete. I can't remember if he's in the College Football Hall of Fame. I don't think he is, but he could be. But this guy accomplished a lot of stuff in a lot of different roles. He signed 2 of 2 in 53 days. This is coming back from former Major League player, former college quarterback, former college baseball coach, Jake Gibbs. He was a longtime backup catcher, I think, for the Yankees, and then played, I want to say, at Ole Miss. I could very well be wrong about that. But had a good college football career. Played Major League Baseball, of course. Like I said, mostly as a backup for many, many years. And then I think he was also a football coach at one point. I don't think he made it to the head coach level. But then did really well as a college baseball head coach. And according to his Wikipedia page, it sounds like he also made a College World Series appearance, which is great to add to the collection. Then we got another former hockey player who signed 1 of 1 in 54 days. This one came back from Tom Fergus for the Leaf Centennial set. A bunch of those guys signed. I've sent out a bunch and gotten most of them back that I sent. We got another NWSL return here. She signed 2 of 2 in 28 days. These came back from Alex Pfeiffer on her Parkside rookie cards. Then we have a bowling Hall of Famer. He signed 2 of 2 in 193 days. Glenn Allison. There's another bowling Hall of Famer that I got back from today, and that just leaves one outstanding request out for bowlers. So really, really high level, or really good track record of success with them. Then we got some hero cards in. A lot of surprises so far with how many of these I'm getting back. So first one is actually, I got 2 signed and 1 unsigned hero card, and I changed that status of that last one to signed. If you watch my Legends Day and Carb Day recap, you'll see it. But we got back the Team Penske drivers. And I believe I got this back on the day that they were hit with the penalties, and right before they fired several executive members for the attenuator situation. I don't really know how it's supposed to be an advantage, but supposedly it is, because you can't make any sort of modifications to that. So, like in previous years, I got a signed Joseph Newgarden and a signed Scott McLaughlin, and then an unsigned Will Power hero card that looked nothing like these ones. But I brought that to the track yesterday and got that autographed. So if you want to see it, check out my Part 4 Indy 500 in-person autograph recap. Then we have a NASCAR hero card success. I've gotten a bunch of hero cards signed by this guy over the years. Been following him since he was in the Truck Series. And in 16 days, he sent me back 5 signed hero cards. Austin Hill. RCR has not really been known to be the greatest with hero cards, at least in my experience. Usually you get 1 or 2, and to get 5 from Austin Hill is awesome. I know he's not the most popular driver at times with his style, but for me, I can't complain when a guy is nice to the fans. Then we got a guy he is competing against, and after 2 times of sending a hero card request and getting unsigned hero cards, in 18 days, I got back 4 signed hero cards from Harrison Burton. So he sent 2 of each of these. He is with AM Racing, who have been pretty decent with autograph requests. I did send out to Haley Deegan, and most people got theirs back. I never did. When she was with the team, so not sure what happened there. And then, I think this is a little bit out of order. Yeah. We got another, I think this one came back from Racing Louisville. Success, 2 of 2 in 31 days, midfielder Kayla Fisher. We got another hockey return. This guy is part of the 1,000 Games Played Club. I had another success, or another request out to him several years ago. I corresponded with him over email. I was trying to get a gift for someone, and I never got that request back. And then he's been signing through a different address a lot. So sent there, got back Ryan Walter in 179 days. This is the other bowling Hall of Famer that I got. He signed, actually this was yesterday, 2 of 2 in 88 days. Wayne Zahn, signed there in pen. He also signed on the back. This is kind of hard to see on these black and white photos. But another PBA Hall of Famer. We got an Olympian. I've had, I think, 1 or 2 RTSs from her. She constantly changes P.O. Box, but finally got this back. 2 of 2 in 243 from Olympic skier Michaela Schifrin. She's got 3 Olympic medals, I think 2 gold and a silver, or 2 gold and a bronze. Is considered one of the most successful skiers of all time. And lastly, we got more hero cards. This is a 3 signed hero cards in 18 days from IndyCar team Juncos Hollinger Racing, and they sent 2 of Connor Daly and 1 of Stingray Robb. And these ones are slightly different from what they were giving out at the track, at least from all the ones that I looked at. Because I grabbed another one that I had that was signed, and there's no social media here on the side, but everything else is pretty similar. A couple placements of things are a little bit different, but it's always interesting how many different designs they end up doing throughout the year, whether they forgot something or they want to update it with additional sponsors or like an entirely different sponsorship. But regardless, always cool to get the different ones. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.